Hello everybody. This is going to be your general love reading for the week of July 5th to the 11th, starting with Cancer. Happy birthday, Cancers, this week. If it's your birthday, how's your person feeling about you this week? Could be dealing with the Leo. Not holding back, that's for sure. Also could be dealing with Leo and Pisces here. What are they not holding back about? They're tired of thinking about this. They're ready to talk. Strength reverse, Eight of Swords reverse. They're not stuck up in their head anymore. They're getting out of that. If they've been quiet and silent with you, they are not going to be doing that this week. Some of you, they're setting boundaries with you. Or if they do come back, they're going to be a little bit guarded. They're not going to hold back, but it might not be as emotional of an interaction as you want it to be, Cancer. It looks like this person has just been watching you online. This is not literal stalker, but this is someone who is interested in you and has been quiet and just kind of observing from a distance. They're coming out of that this week. They're regretting what they did. They know they did. They know what they did. Some of you set boundaries with this person. Yeah, they listened to someone else. That's why they were quiet. This person, this is a ghosting situation. This person went quiet because someone got in their ear, someone they knew and trusted. They took the advice and they're regretting that. They are regretting it. It's right here. They're coming out this week. Yeah, they've been thinking about it. They're wondering if it's too late. I don't think it's going to stop them from reaching out though, Cancer. They want commitment with you. Their intuition is telling them that this is right for them. Could be dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. I also have Leo. What are their intentions this week? Looks like we already know they want to talk to you. Yeah, see, they're not going to be, it's not going to be an emotional conversation. They're going to be emotionally unavailable. It's going to be more of a, they're burdened by it and they need some release. And talking to you is going to give them that release. So if it starts off maybe not so emotional, they're going to try to test the waters with you, Cancer, to come clean about, you know, that, hey, you know, so-and-so, someone you both know, you know, gave me some horrible advice, and maybe that person wanted you too. Maybe that person had a hidden agenda. They're coming to tell you that. Because Carl, for those of you who haven't been watching me, I named this Carl, this person Carl. This is one of the worst cards in the deck. Lying, cheating, stealing, you know, manipulative stuff that this person said to separate the two of you. They're gonna tell you that this week. That's their intentions because it's weighing on them. They cannot hold it in anymore. They need to tell you. What's the outcome? What's the outcome for Cancer? Yeah, they want to work on this. They're not in the Five of Cups in reverse. They're not crying over the spilt milk anymore. They're seeing what you know, that there's love between the two of you. They're seeing that and they want to manifest that. What do they want to manifest? A new beginning. Magician, Ace of Cups. They want a new beginning with you. This person has feelings for you. They're going to come clean about why they disappeared. Not sure how long they disappeared. That would be entirely up to you. I mean, if it's a week, that's maybe something that can be worked through. You know, if they ghosted you for 3 months, Cancer, I would not jump back in right away with this person. They need, it looks like they're going to explain to you what they did, but for 3 months of silence, that's going to have to be a little bit longer of an explanation than a week. All right, moving on to Leo. My bold and beautiful Leos. What's going on in love this week for the Leos? How's your person feeling about you, Leo? Well, they are coming out of, Cancer just got a similar reading. There's been some silence and just some contemplating and some waiting and some stalling energy. They're coming out of that this week. They know they haven't been moving. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. They know they were non-committal. There's another card of coming out of that stagnant energy. Four of Pentacles reverse. They were closed off. In the reverse, they're loosening up a little bit this week, Leo. Yeah, they're heavily thinking about, you know, they're having memories of the two of you, nostalgia. It's haunting them. They cannot get you off their mind. Some of you met this person around Halloween. There's a jack-o'-lantern in that card. In the fall months of, you know, last year or the year before, whenever. This person has been, you know, they don't want to lose you. That's why they're coming out of this energy. They feel you slipping away, Leo. You've been silent with them too. And they feel you slipping away. What are their intentions when they come out of this stagnant energy, when they reach out this week? What are their intentions? They want to tell you how happy you make them. You emotionally fulfill this person. You know, they're feeling lonely and out and isolated, and you know, their intentions are to come out of the cold. They're feeling left out in the cold. It's not making them happy. Three of Pentacles in reverse. They want to end a third party situation. If this involved three people, Leo, they want to end that. What's the outcome? What's the outcome for Leo? Oh, Leo, I think you might keep the door closed on this person. This was painful for you. Ten of Swords is a painful ending. This person hurt you when they sat in their Hanged Man, Four of Pentacles energy. This person wasn't talking to you, and that was hard on you. So I think, Leo, this week the outcome is just going to be you continue with the silence, even if they do reach out. I don't see Leo's responding. I see you healing, and you know, maybe just doing some observing yourself, you know, of this person, and this person doing the same, because they're going to be wondering why Leo's not responding. So looks like more, you know, no contact continuing for the week of that second week of July there, Leo. All right, let's do the Virgos. What's going on with Virgos this week in love? How's your person feeling about you, Virgo? This person wants you back, I can tell already. You could be dealing with a Leo or a Sagittarius or a water sign. They want to heal this. Temperance card is here. What do they want to heal? You make them happy. This person feels like you're their light. Sun card is here. You're their light. Light up their world, Leo. And they're, you know, they're feeling very restless over that. Yeah, it looks like they want to drop their ego here. This person might have been stuck in their ego, but they want to heal this. They want to tell you that. I'm stuck in my ego, Leo, or Virgo. Some of you are dealing with a Leo. I'm sorry. What are their intentions? Their intentions are to get you back. Wants you back. Didn't know your worth. Now they're desperate. Too little, too late. That's their intentions this week, Virgos, to get you back. Oh, yes. Virgo. Lots of back and forth communication this week. Passionate communication about commitment. Some of you dealing with someone who's blessed in the bank. And this is what they want. This is their intention. Reunion. This is mutual too. You like them. You have feelings for them too, Virgo. Could be dealing with an earth sign. Your person's coming back this week and they want to talk about commitment and stability and being in a relationship. Two of Cups. That's a beautiful card. Beautiful, beautiful card. Yeah, they're sorry that they weren't what, you know, this is what they're going to say. They're going to apologize for not being what you needed them to be the first time around. What's the outcome? It looks like they're going to be getting some clarity here. Moon card reverse, dealing with a Pisces, Cancer. I have Scorpio here too. Two cards of Scorpio. Yeah, they don't want to. So there will not be a repeat cycle of last time. That's over. Whatever non-committal, emotionally unavailable shenanigans that went on in the past will not be repeated. This is not over. The outcome is not over. They're going to tell you that. They can't let go of the past. One, the other, or both of you. Take it how it resonates. But if one of you is holding on to a resentment from the past, this will not work this week. Forgiveness is in order for this to move forward, Virgo, this week. Hit that like button if you like this video. Also, for those of you who are looking for a personal reading, please email me at leosunpiscesmoontarot@gmail.com. It's in the description box of my channel. All right, let's do Libra. Libra, how's your person feeling about you this week? They want to invest in this. or they're thinking about it heavily. Doesn't look like there's any plans being made this week, but this is fated. Okay, some of you are in no contact with this person. They feel like they're getting the silent treatment from you, and that was necessary because they needed to learn something from it. This separation was fated for a reason. Yeah, this was toxic. That's what they needed to learn. There was some toxic behavior going on in this connection, and they're learning that that's not going to work with you, Libra. What are their intentions? Looks like their intentions are just to be indecisive this week, Libra, and just continue to lose sleep over this. Some of you are going to continue the no contact this week, and this is how they're going to cope with it. Not well. They know they should have fought for this connection. They're regretting that, heavily regretting that. Looks like more no contact this week. What's the outcome? Person's getting their karma, big time. Karma. The outcome is options. You have options. You will be, this will stay in a state of stagnancy. Looks like you're just going to be having fun, doing your own thing, spending time with friends, and pursuing other options here. That's at least for this week. This person is not in commitment mode. One, the other, or both of you is not ready for that this week. All right, Scorpio. What's going on with the Scorps? How's your person feeling about you? How's your person feel? Ooh, your person is feeling like they want growth and abundance with you. If you're of childbearing age, this is the card of pregnancy. They want to get pregnant, or you want to impregnate them. Take it how it resonates. This is a wife. This person wants, and then you have the Justice card here too, a card of marriage. This person wants to commit to you long term. That's how they're feeling, Scorpio. We're dealing with a Taurus, and I have two cards of Libra and an Aquarius. Yeah. They feel like you don't want to put the effort in, though. They feel like you don't want the same thing. Whoa, Scorpio. For some of you, this person is your soulmate. Justice card. Lovers. They feel like you don't feel the same way, but they're feeling heavily like your soulmate. You are their soulmate. You are their one. Yeah, they want to tell you that. Some of you, this person backed off, and it's not because of a lack of love. This person thinks you're their soulmate. It's not because of a lack of love. It's because they were having financial issues, and they felt inadequate. They want to tell you that. They were afraid of being vulnerable with you because they didn't want to be judged by you. They were afraid to be judged. Justice card. Let's see how come. I feel like you two will be moving forward. Once they tell you this, here it is. Once they tell you, hey, look, you know, I only have this one pentacle to offer you, Scorpio. You know, I don't have much to bring to the table financially, but I do love you. I do feel a very, very strong connection towards you. You know, I want to marry you. I want to be your wife or spouse. Take it how it resonates, but this is a female. This is a wife. I feel like this person's feeling a little inadequate, Scorpio, because, you know, they don't want you to think that they're a gold digger for the Scorpios who are blessed in the bank. You know, this person may think that that's how you feel about them, even though that may not be true. You know, that's how they're feeling, that maybe you think that they're just after your money. I don't see that, Scorpio. This person is in love with you. They want to marry you. They see it long term. Beautiful. All right, Sagittarius. What's going on this week in love? Saggy Wedgie. Hit that like button if you liked the video. If you want to. All right, how's your person feeling about you this week? Your person's feeling very jealous. Jealous, obsessive. Oh, here's why. There's more than one person involved. Love triangle. Yeah, That's why they're feeling jealous. Could be dealing with a fire sign. Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands reverse is a very jealous and irritated queen. They're jealous of this other person. You know, they're obsessed with you. Yeah. They want you. This is what they think about. They want to kiss you. They want a commitment. They are ready for commitment. Maybe you're not Sagittarius. Doesn't surprise me with the Sagittarians. Does not surprise me one bit. They love their freedom. All right, what are their intentions? What are their intentions, Sagittarius? It looks like they're going to walk away from this. Yeah, walking away. They feel like they have no choice. You know, they don't want to compete with other people. Could be dealing with a Capricorn. You know, there's just too many people involved. 5 of Wands, too much drama, fighting, chaos. You know, the jealousy is spilling over, and you know, that's their intention is just to walk away from this week and let it breathe. What's the outcome? You're gonna talk. You're going to talk, the two of you. Knight of Swords, Queen of Swords. It's going to be a very blunt, clear-cut conversation about, you know, avoiding a disaster. No romance. No romance because you know of they don't want to share you. They're refusing to share you. Yep. All right, Capricorn. I'm gonna get a different deck. Let's get a different deck. Capricorn, what's going on? I love this sweet Capricorn. How's your person feeling about you? Oh, not ready for commitment. Emperor in reverse. Not ready for commitment, but haven't moved on. 2 cards of not ready for commitment. 10 of Pentacles reverse. Emperor reverse. Not ready for commitment, but not moving on. This person is into you. Into you. Good chemistry, great vibes, pure intentions. Yeah, they do have good intentions. Why are they not ready to commit? Why are they not ready to commit? Oh, So, some of you, they have information from the phone. Somebody sent them something, or they saw something in your phone that they were not happy about. Because they are into you. They are into you. You're intoxicating to this person. But there's trust issues here. And that's why there's no commitment. You need to work through those trust issues with this person before they commit to you, Cappy. They want to make you happy. They miss you. But this person's not playing games. They are not playing games. Yep, what are their intentions? Oh, Capricorn. Could be dealing with the Libra. They want to marry you. Justice card is here. They want things to be fair. They want to tell you that they love you. Their intentions are to be serious with you and to move this forward towards a committed relationship, but there's major trust issues here. Yeah, they feel like there's a third person involved. They want the 2 of you to be a team, not the 3 of you. What's the outcome? Yeah. So it looks like the third party is going to be dropping, and you will be there will be effort being put in here. Hard work. Focused on each other. I don't know if this is going to satisfy you, though. Whatever it is they're offering. In July 5th to the 11th, it looks like it's not going to satisfy them. The effort will be put in on both ends, but there's going to be there's going to be a lot of gossip once they cut that other person off. There's going to be a lot of gossip and talk about it once they end it, because they are ending it with that third person. The Death card is here. That's an ending. They're ending it this week. Because you're the one, but it's gonna. Don't expect this person to be coming around right away, Capricorn. They want to make sure it's over with that other person first. All right, Aquarius. What's going on this week, Aquarius? In love. Hit that like button if you like this video. All right, how's your person feeling about you? Oh, reckless. If you were in a no contact situation with this person, they're coming out of that. There's going to be some communication this week, but it's going to be a little erratic because the Knight of Wands is coming up here. This guy is impulsive. This is like the 2-3 a.m. drunk text. Could be dealing with the fire sign. I have Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. Strong Sagittarius here. It looks like they're going to apologize in that drunk text message. It's holiday weekend, so it's very possible they'll be drinking this weekend. Yeah, they don't, you know, that no contact situation was not easy for them. And they're watching you. They've been watching you through that no contact. They weren't focused on other people. They're focused on you. Oh, yes, they were. What are their intentions this week? They're going to be moving forward to tell you they love you. King of Cups. Could be dealing with a water sign. This person loves you. Could be dealing with Cancer. Yeah, they're pretty confident. They are pretty confident. They want to make this public. Committed. Public. All right, what's the outcome? Ooh. Well, you got the Ten of Cups here in reverse. It looks like there's going to be no harmony here. I don't think you see this long term, Aquarius, with this person. You know, rightfully so. I mean, people who are drunk texting you at 2 and 3 in the morning are not exactly relationship material. I think the outcome is going to be you going towards someone else, someone who is solid and stable and ready for commitment, and not out at the bars drinking until the wee hours of the morning, sending people text messages. Yeah, you don't want the toxicity. Yeah, I think you're going to stay closed off from this person. I think that's the outcome this week. When you get that text message, you know, from that person, it's going to turn you off. Aquarius. It's going to turn you off. But the apology is coming. As sloppy as it may be, it's coming. All right, Pisces. Pisces. I apologize for the background noise. It's my air conditioner. It's just too hot to turn it off for, you know, half an hour, 45 minutes. It's way too hot. Hopefully we get some relief soon from this heat. All right, Pisces. What's your person feeling about you this week? Oh, they're feeling like they're missing the opportunity with you. Page of Pentacles in reverse. This person is very attracted to you. They don't want it to be over. Could be dealing with a fire sign. Queen of Wands is here. This is a heavy, heavy, heavy attraction card. Yeah. And because of your attractiveness, they're afraid to get rejected. That's how they're feeling. Maybe a little insecure because of your insane beauty. You gorgeous, Pisces. You make them nervous. Aw, that's cute. You don't seem bothered by it. That's also making them nervous. You're just nonchalant. Go with the flow. Take it or leave it. You know, your aloofness intimidates them a little bit. And they're gonna have to step up. What are their intentions? What are their intentions, Pisces? They feel like they need to. I don't think they're gonna overcome that fear of the rejection, because they feel like you don't feel the same way. They feel like you're gonna reject them, so they're avoiding it. Two of Cups in reverse. They feel like it's not mutual. Oh, give them a little nudge, Pisces, if it is mutual. Could be dealing with a Scorpio, because they're just kind of stalling, hanging around, contemplating, trying to work up the courage to call you and ask you out. Yeah. You know, they want to come out. They feel like they're out in the cold. You know, they do want to talk to you. They're feeling lonely without you in their life, Pisces. But you know, they're going through it in their head, whether or not to reach out. So their intention, I think, is just to stay stuck this week. What's the outcome? What's the outcome? Looks like they want to communicate. They so badly want to communicate with you. This poor person, Pisces, is like a little puppy dog with this tail between his legs. It looks like they're just gonna stay in confusion, hoping and wishing and longing to talk to you. They think you have options, and you're just like the cat's meow for this person, and it's intimidating them. They feel a really strong connection to you. It scares the living daylights out of them. For some of you, this person has never felt this way before. If you're taking their silence as a lack of interest, Pisces, think again. It's because they're, you know, overwhelmingly interested. Aww. Hope they get the courage to talk to you, Pisces. Give them a little nudge, Pisces. Give them a little nudge. They need a little nudge. All right, Aries. How's your person feeling about you this week? How is your person feeling about you? Well, they're making a decision about this. Some of you, this is an affair. About whether or not to pursue an affair with you. Because they're in a relationship that they cannot get out of right now. They're caught in it. They're stuck in it. They're trapped in it. Whatever their reasons, you know your story. They're stuck in it and they're just fantasizing about you. They've been fantasizing about this. They are making a decision to maybe just look at you online, you know, and fantasize. Because they, for whatever reason, they can't come towards you. So they're just going to stay stuck in their head, wondering about what you're doing, what you're up to, who you're with, that kind of thing. They're going to stay in this. That's how they're feeling. They're feeling very sad. This person is in another relationship. They can't come towards you when they want to. It's bothering them. What are their intentions? Yeah, I think the final decision is to not reunite. They can't let go of the past person. They're making a final decision to stay with that person. And even though, you know, yeah, they're not accepting your love offer or offering you love. 4 Wands in here is here in reverse. That's no reuniting here. Not this week. They're just gonna stay stuck in an unhappy karmic situation for whatever their reasons. Could be, you know, societal reasons, status quo, finances, kids, family, whatever it is. What's the outcome? Well, I do see them making an offer. It's not going to be this week, but here's the offer. And here's how it's going to be delivered. The 9 of Pentacles is very slow moving. This could probably take until the end of the year, Aries, for this person to come and make this offer. I feel like they're going to get unstuck from this person, but it's going to take a while. Up to you if you want to wait around. I would not recommend that. I would not. All right, Taurus. What's going on in love this week for the Taurians? Hit that like button if you like this video. What's your person's feeling for you this week? Oh, not taking any action. I feel like you're not attracted to them. Maybe that's fizzled out a little bit. They want to talk to you. Could be dealing with another Taurus, or this is you, Taurus. They're feeling a little immature here. Could be dealing with a water sign. They want to talk to you. They could want to talk to you about a legal issue. The King of Swords is like someone in the the legal profession, a lawyer, cop, things of that nature in the legal profession. Or either that or they just want open, honest, direct communication. You know, this person is heavily thinking about you. One, the other, or both of you. So here's what, Taurus, if you're, you know, out and about every weekend, you know, hanging from the chandeliers, this person wants to talk to you about that. One of you is partying too much, and it's blocking you from this commitment, potentially long-term stable commitment. This person wants to talk to you about that. King of Swords. Here it comes. What are their intentions? Their intentions are to talk to you about that. You know, they've been doing, this person, they want this to work with you. But Taurus, if you're the one that's always partying, that's going to have to come to a halt here. Significantly reduced. Could be dealing with the Sagittarius. They want to heal this with you. They want a new beginning. New beginning. Ace of Cups, Ace of Swords. Healing. They want you to heal. If you're the one drinking, they want you to heal from that. Find the underlying reasons why you are doing something to excess that's obviously, evidently, you know, impacting your relationship with them and potentially other people. What's the outcome? Oh, Taurus. Maybe releasing this. I feel like that conversation is not going to go well. I think the person who's partying, take it how it resonates, is going to deny they're even partying too much or that it's causing problems in their life. And so here's this. It's just going to be very cold. You know, they're in denial. Taurus, unfortunately, this person is in denial. They're clouded. They're clouded by whatever it is they're doing too much of. Yeah. Moon reverse, Five of Swords reverse. They're just gonna try and manipulate the situation to make what it benefit them the best they can, whether they can still continue to do what they do and have something with you. That's what they're going to try to do. It's not going to work. It's not going to work. Nope, nope, nope. All right, last sign is Gemini. Gemini. What's going on in love this week? Uh-oh. How's your person feeling about you this week, Gemini? They feel a little uninspired. They feel like the worst of this is over. This has not been easy on them. I feel like some of you kicked this person to the curb. Yup. See her kicking that trash out with the picture of them. Yeah, they are not, they sabotage this connection. You kick this person to the curb. They're feeling like the worst of it is over, but uninspired to take any action or to talk. They're just spying. They're just feeling like watching you walk away. That's how they're feeling this week, Gemini. What are their intentions? What are their intentions? Their intentions are to put their guard up, you know, out of that Nine of Swords energies, Eight of Swords reverse, not overthinking or even thinking about this anymore, not staying stuck in this, you know, trusting their intuition, just working on themselves. That's their intentions. They're feeling like you've made it very clear that you don't want them anymore. And if that's not what you're looking for, Gemini, you need to tell this person, because that's how they're feeling. Their intentions are to just keep moving on. Keep moving on. Slow but sure. What's the outcome? If you do that, I see some real happiness here, Gemini. Could be dealing with a Leo. You make this person happy. Yeah. I feel like this was a fated connection here. Wheel of Fortune, Four of Swords. Both of you needed to heal from something else. Something that was blocking you from real unconditional love with another person. Whether that's family or addictions or past baggage from other relationships, trust issues, things of that nature. The both of you needed to heal from something in order to come back together. And if you give that person this nudge this week that it's not completely over, that you just needed some space to heal and work through things on your own, there could be some potential this week. All right, that's what I have for you for the week of July 5th to the 11th. If you like this video, like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.